Today we will discuss about integrals and about the process of integration. Well, integration is regarded as an inverse process of differentiation. Okay, we already knew about differentiation, so we study in integration as an inverse process of differentiation. More precisely, if we are given the derivative of a function and asked to find the original function, then such a process is called integration or anti-differentiation. Now we know that d upon dx of sin x equal to cos x. Here cos x is the derived function of sin x. For this we say that sin x is an integral of cos x. Okay, so here derivative of sin x is cos x, so we can say sin x is an integral of cos x. Also d upon dx of sin x plus c equal to cos x, where c is any real number. So we can say integrals are not unique, or more generally we can say d upon dx of fx, capital Fx plus c equal to small fx. Now we introduce a new symbol, namely integration of fx dx, which represents the entire class of antiderivatives. Read as the indefinite integral of f with respect to s. Symbolically we can write like this: integration of small fx dx equal to capital Fx plus c. Okay, now there are formulas for integrals which can be derived as an inverse process of differentiation. So these are the formulas: integration of x raised to n dx equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Integration of 1 or integration dx equal to x plus c. Integration of cos x is sin x plus c. Integration of sin x equals to minus cos x plus c. Integration of sec square x equal to 10x. Integration of cos x square x equal to minus cot x. Integration of sec x 10x equal to sec x. More formulas: integration of cosec x cot x equal to minus cosec x plus c. Integration of 1 upon root 1 minus x square equal to sin inverse x plus c. Also this equals to minus cos inverse x plus c. Then 1 upon 1 plus x square. Integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square equal to tan inverse x. Integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square is also equals to minus cot inverse x. Then integration of 1 upon x root x square minus 1 equal to sec inverse x. Then integration of 1 upon x root x square minus 1 is also equal to minus cosec inverse x. Then integration of ex is ex itself plus c. Then integration of 1 by x equal to log mod x plus c. Then integration of a raised to x equal to a raised to x upon log a plus c. Now we take some examples to understand the process of integration and use of the formulas. Now this is our first question: integration of ax square plus bx plus c with respect to x is being asked. Now we separate these three terms, so we can write a, then integration of x square dx plus b, then integration of x dx plus c, then integration of 1. So we apply the formula here. So x square is type of x raised to n, so we can apply x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So we will get x cubed by 3. Then integration of x, that is x raised to 1, is x square by 2 using same formula. The integration of 1, that is x plus c, constant of integration. So this is our answer. Okay, now see next question: integration of sec square x upon cos square x. We will simplify it. We know that sec square x equal to 1 by cos square x and cosec square x equal to 1 by sin square x. So we will get sin square x by cos square x, which equals to tan square x. Now there is no direct formula for tan square x for integration. So we use trigonometric identity to write sec square x minus 1. Now sec square x, integration of sec square x, we have formula, that is tan x, and integration of 1 is x plus constant of integration. So this is our formula. This is our answer. Now next we will deal with methods of integration. So there are three types of methods of integration. First is integration by substitution, then integration using partial fractions, then integration by parts. Okay, so there are three methods of integrations. Okay, integration by substitution, integration by using partial fraction, integration by parts. So first we take up integration by substitution. Now we will find the integration of function tan x with respect to x by using method of substitution. So we can write tan x as sin x by cos x. Here we can observe that if we differentiate cos x, then we will get minus sin x. Okay, so we can say cos x is our function and its derivative part is sin x, which is in the numerator. Okay, so we will suppose cos x as some variable, some t. The cos x equal to t we will suppose, because if we differentiate it, then we will get sin x. So we suppose cos x equal to t, and if we differentiate both sides with respect to x, then we will get d upon dx of cos x equal to dt by dx. This implies minus sin x equal to dt by dx, or we can say sin x dx equal to minus dt. So what happened? If we put the denominator equal to some variable, then we will get the values of numerator, that is sin x dx, which comes out to be minus dt. So given integral becomes minus dt by t. Sin x dx will become minus dt and cos x equals to t. So we get a new integral minus dt by t. Now dt by t equals to log of mod t. So we get answer as minus log mod t plus c. If we substitute the value of t, that is cos x, then we will get minus log mod cos x plus c. And minus log mod cos x equals to log mod sec x plus c. So we have proved that integration of tan x is log mod sec x plus c. So this fact we have proved. We have to remember there is a formula for our further question solving. Now next, using same technique, we can also prove that the integration of cot x dx equal to log of mod sin x plus c. We will write cot x as cos upon sin, then we will put sin x equal to t. So we will get cos x dx equal to dt, and thus we will get new integral dt upon t, that is log t, that is log mod sin x. Then we have another integral I equal to sec x dx. Now we have to integrate sec x with respect to dx. So here we have used some new technique. We will multiply numerator and denominator by sec x plus tan x. Okay, we multiply the numerator and denominator by sec x plus tan x. Now if we put sec x plus tan x equal to t and differentiate it, then what we will get? Sec x into tan x plus sec square x equal to dt by dx. Now again, if we rearrange it, we can see that we get the value of numerator, that is sec x into tan x plus sec x dx, that is dt. So our given integral becomes, or it reduced to dt by t only. Now whose value is log of mod t plus c, and this equals to log mod sec x plus tan x plus c. Okay, so this is our value. So what we have proved, mod sec x equal to log mod integration of sec x with respect to x, integration of sec x with respect to x dx, okay, equal to log mod sec x plus 10x plus c. So this we have to remember as formula. We will use it directly in our upcoming questions. Similarly, we can prove that integration of cosec x is log mod cosec x minus cot x plus c. Okay, here we have to multiply numerator and denominator by cosec x minus cot x. Okay, then we will put cosec x minus cot x equal to t, so you will get the desired result. Okay, some other questions. Now there is one more integral. Function is 1 upon x plus x log x. If we arrange the denominator, we will get 1 upon x into 1 plus log x. Now you are clearly seeing two parts of the question. One part is derivative of other. If we differentiate 1 plus log x, we will get 1 by x. Okay, so derivative of 1 plus log x is 1 by x. So we will put 1 plus log x equal to t and differentiate both sides. Then we will get 1 by x dx equal to d. Okay, so our given integral will reduce to integration of 1 by t dt, that is log of mod t plus c, constant of integration. Now if we substitute the value of a t, we will get log of mod 1 plus log x plus c. This is our required answer. Okay, so this is one more example of a method of substitution. Now see one more example. Sin x into sine of cos x. Here you can say that if we differentiate cos x, we will get sin x with minus sign. So integration of the derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and sin x is given separately. Therefore we will put cos x equal to t, that means minus sin x dx equal to dt, or sin x dx equal to minus dt, right? So our given integral will reduce to minus sin t, integration of minus sin t dt, that is cos t plus c, or cos of cos x plus c. Okay, now next example, integration of sin inverse x upon root 1 minus x square dx. Here also you can say that derivative of sin inverse x is 1 upon root 1 minus x square. So we are seeing two separate parts of questions, two different parts of question, and one function is differentiating the derivative of other function. So we will put sin inverse x equal to t, which will give 1 upon root 1 minus x square dx equal to dt, and we have our given integral as t dt, which will be equals to t square by 2 plus c, and after substituting the value of t, we will get sin inverse x whole square by 2 plus c. Okay, so this completes the solution. Now next, we will deal with some integrals of particular type, or we will deal with integrals of some particular functions. Okay, so first function is 1 upon x square minus a square. Integration of this is 1 upon 2a log of mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Then we have 1 upon a square minus x square, whose integration is 1 by 2a log mod of a plus x upon a minus x. Integration of 1 upon x square plus a square is equals to 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c. Then we have integration of 1 upon root x square minus a square, which is equals to log of mod x plus root x square minus a square plus c. Then integration of 1 upon root a square minus x square, which equals to sin inverse x upon a plus c. Then integration of 1 upon root x square plus a square, which equals to log mod x plus root x square plus a square plus c. So these are some particular integral. For the proof of first two parts, we will use method of partial fraction, which we will study later. For proof of part 3, we will put x equal to a tan theta. Okay, you are seeing that in question we are getting tan inverse x upon a, so it will give us hint that we put x equal to a tan theta. In part 4, dx upon root x square minus a square, we will put x equal to a sec theta, so it will comes out as this function. Then in part 5, 1 upon root a square minus square is written, we will put here x equal to a sin theta. Okay, and in the last part, question number 6, formula number 6, we will put x equal to a tan theta. Okay, so you can easily check these proofs. Okay, so you will do it yourself. So these are our 6 particular special functions. You should also remember this as a formula. We will use it directly at our next few questions. Now again see some functions. Integration of cos root x upon root x. Now if you see here, you can observe that derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So 1 upon root x is involved in the derivative of root x. So it gives us idea that we should put root x equal to t. So we will put root x equal to t. So we will get 1 by 2 x raised to minus 1 by 2 dx equal to dt, which comes out to be 1 by root x dx equal to 2 dt. Okay, so our integral reduced to 2 into cos t. After integration, we will get 2 sin t plus c or 2 sin root x plus c. Okay, so this is our answer. Similarly, using this method, we can solve this integral sin root x upon root x also. Okay. Now here is a function which involves trigonometric ints, that is cos 2x minus cos 2 alpha upon cos x minus cos alpha dx. Here we will use the formula for cos 2x, which we have studied in class 11th. So cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x minus 1 minus then 2 cos square alpha minus 1. If we simplify this, we will get 2 into cos square x minus cos square alpha. Again simplifying, we will get cos x minus cos alpha upon into cos x plus cos alpha upon cos x minus cos alpha. After simplifying it, we will get cos x plus cos alpha, and now we can integrate it by using that formula. So we will get 2 sin x. Now here cos alpha is constant, so we will see it as cos alpha into 1, and we will integrate 1. That will give us x. So answer will be cos x into x. Okay, there will be no dx plus c. So this completes the solution. Okay.